们要去哪里？
要去北路富山。
Go go！
終点東京です。お忘れ物。
要拍照的。
加贺棒茶。我们今天要住的饭店台湾柳内。
为什么没有？
5410。小巧的房间。
什么都没有。
我什么都没有。
一面墙。
看这个远方的鸟都在飞，好像是
我都吓到你了。
应该是感知到地震吧。鸭寿司的老店，它没有开，但是门口有这个贩卖机耶。吃哪个好呢？买了一个没背的，吃吃看。他说要放冷，
它是室温，
放室温，
大概4小还是6小？
好，试试看。
just stay for a little while. So just stay for a little while. I didn't think that I would find that someone who's as honest as you are. The way you make me feel at night when I am vulnerable and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know.
这样
还有5倍5
I
的
could
路
stay
径，
forever
，OK。
when I'm lying
但比
in
广角拍起来
your
好看。
arms. Oh, my heart is open. It just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. You'll fix what's broken when you make that smile. So just stay for a little while. So long when you
如
go.
果他在咖啡厅，他可以直接看第三人称，超美。
Just stay a little while. I don't want you to leave, so stay with me. Stay for a little while. Stay for a little while. Hey, yeah. I got this
Amazing
picture
Toyama.
in my closet. It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice.
香香蟹，
这个软看看，大，好脆啊！
嗯，
这软好脆啊！我吃个肉好了。
吗？
但醋很好吃，
很好。
它是醋很好吃，这样子的，好了。
点了阿拉玛莎，耶！日本酒的这个器具长得超特别的，卷卷的。
你可能比较能保冰吧，它中间是切断。
哦，看下这个很香，是不是？
完整的块状虾。
揉揉咖啡子。
会跳舞的柴鱼。好 ，OK， 给一点汤就可以。然后呢，汤匙给我。变脆一点。
富山最有名的白虾，炸白虾。这一间还不错呢。哼哼。这件推荐哦。外面长这样子，真的蛮好吃的，海鲜什么的真的都蛮好吃的，然后酒也很好喝，推推。
I got this picture in my closet.
Hello，
Gathering dust right
你好。
哇，
漂亮吧？
这是富山连峰。
对的。
Doesn't look the same no more, 'cause the sun has
很有
made
名的
it
星巴克在那里，
I used to have it hanging
好
on
吃吗？
the wall
不好吃，
sometime.
烂死死
对啊，
的。
太熟了。
Picture of you.
那边有个很可怕的蚊子。
Standing by that window, playing your guitar. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear the song. A picture of you. A picture of you. And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go, but I was young and dumb. And all that I have left from that time.
试试看拉面。
Could talk to you for hours, and we stay up all night. And when morning came, we made breakfast in bed.
好可爱。
I don't know why you threw away.
吃饱了。
Who's looking back at me?
这边可以。
I don't know what happened. Guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems. I thought we could fix them. But we got
就这样
tired.
够了，很深了。
Nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on.
白虾，来釜山就是要吃炸白虾，赞。
We were so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever.
不错哎，这里很不错哎，可以自己在超市那边选了之后，然后在餐厅里吃。 买了我一直想要吃的这边产的布里吃鱼，然后还有2种螃蟹。
下一个。
这边很不错诶，1500日币的，然后这个是1500左右，香香蟹跟松叶蟹。
Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me were so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you. And it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do.
要了，看你看你。
そこのバス停に。
理解的。
吸收。配啤酒一起。
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than